Okay, see, that's not fair. That... What am I supposed to do? Sabaton, I did everything. I grinded, put on Sabaton. It's just the Zintense Kaiyuken thing that he does. He did it almost back to back. GFs. That. Were you here, Reichland, when when that dude came in here trolling? Saying that the only good Bethesda game was Fallout Vegas. Like, I'm sorry, you're not gonna come in here and make me believe that. How'd you not lose your shit on that guy? He was like, he was trolling. I have no faith that that was a legitimate opinion of his. He's like, to say that Skyrim and Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 have no game mechanics, and that the story's better in Fallout New Vegas. Like, I don't think New Vegas was a bad game by any standard. I don't consider it to be a bad game. But for him to say that the story of New Vegas was better than the story of 1 Skyrim or 2 Fallout 3? Fallout 3's story was really fucking good. And I think Fallout 4's story's good, but because it was spoiled before me before the game even launched, I don't know. I can't say. Yeah, you need the DLC to understand all of the story. Yeah, and then even still, it's not even that good. Like, you're still... The story's not about you. You're just happenstance in Vegas. Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, the story's about your character. I don't know, he came in leading off with a Bethesda joke. I think he was just looking to troll people. He was just looking to get a rise out of people. Yeah, I mean, fantasy definitely edges out sci-fi for me, but only... I mean, by a fair amount, but I still really enjoy sci-fi games. I'm not giving up on this. I'm super fucking frustrated that I can't beat this guy. So, bottom line, the only thing I gotta do is have more hit points than he can deal damage with that Zintetsu Kaiyuken thing. It does about 1,500 across the board. Now, see, I didn't like the Oblivion DLC. I have a problem with Shining Isles. Shimmering Isles, I guess it was. My problem with Shimmering Isles... Pay better attention to that. My problem with Shimmering Isles is... Shivering Isles, there you go. Shivering Isles, that DLC, ruins your character roleplay. And that baffles me, because I thought Bethesda knew that the point of Morrowind and then Oblivion up to that DLC, and definitely Skyrim now, is that you make a character and you roleplay in your head a lot. You do a lot of things in the game because you're playing it out in your head. You're like, this is gonna be my hunting cabin. And you don't, like, you're not telling anybody in the game that. You just fucking... You just do it, you know? And you're like, oh, but it's my little roleplay in my headcanon, and you're having fun with it. Shivering Isles, and yes, Nuka World too. Those two games completely don't respect your roleplay. Nuka World at least gives you like, oh, if you want to be the good guy in the Nuka World situation where you're supposed to be a bandit to really get the use out of this game, out of this DLC, you could just kill all the bandits. Which we ended up doing on our Fallout 4 giveaway playthrough that we were doing. Was I took the bandit quest as far as I could before they started making me like kind of ruin my RP, and then I just killed all the bandits, which regrettably was like about halfway through the DLC. So there's like a second half of the Nuka World DLC I don't even know. And I was playing in Oblivion. I was playing like a paladin character who was a knight in shining armor, and I go to the Shimmering Isles and I have to be insane, and I have to do all these fucking Alice in Wonderland bullshit. Like, now that DLC would be fucking amazing if that was the kind of character I was playing. I wasn't, though. So Zigguroy the Paladin just doesn't get to enjoy the DLC of Shivering Isles the way that his insane necromancer Zion does, you know? Oh, that's actually really cool. So you get what I'm saying. Like, Shivering Isles was a cool DLC, and I like that we got into the lore of it and shit, but, like, I'm sure you got a character floating around Reikland that doing the evil things in that... Like, when you play the Dungeon Master, there's that one quest where you're a Dungeon Master, kind of, and you kill the adventurers who are sneaking in there. Like, that fucks with my headcanon so bad. The next Elder Scrolls games, I think it's going to be, what is it called? Evermore or Nevermore or Elsewhere. It's called Elsewhere. I think that's where they're going. I forget who is what's the home? Who's Elsewhere's home to who? It's, Khajiit? Yeah, Khajiit. So, like, all those zones. So, Morrowind is the home of the Dark Elves. Oblivion, which is actually Cyrodiil, is home of the Imperials. Skyrim's obviously home of the Nords. So, like, they go to the homes. Daggerfall, the second game... What is the home of Daggerfall? Elder Scroll races. Is it the Redguards? Where do they hail from? Rentons, okay. Oh, it wasn't Daggerfall. It's Hammerfell. Redguards come from Hammerfell. A fucking weapon and it falling. Sorry. Are you from Daggerfall or Hammerfell? No, I'm from Hammerfall, and my friend here is from Daggerfell. Oh, I see. What about the Altmer? The High Elves? Is Altmer High Elves, right? Bosmer is Wood Elves, right? I'm about to whoop Odin's ass, man. Pissing me off. I mean, yeah, the elves are not pretty in Elder Scrolls. They're real ugly. And they're all kind of assholes. There's like no good guy elves. Yeah, because orcs just exist like in all continents, right? But they had like they kind of had like a city that they called their own. Even the orcs look better than the elves. Alright, they're fucking level 50 now. I mean, I don't know. I think they should. I think there needs to be a deal. There needs to be one of the Elder Scrolls games where you find out what happened to the dwarves and the dwarves get brought back. And then from that point on, you're able to play as dwarves in there. That's really the only thing that fucking Elder Scrolls is missing for me, is dwarves. Did they have a last living dwarf in Morrowind? I don't remember that. Yeah, we're too glorious. Techno elves? Wimmer? Guess that makes sense. They have the same naming convention as the other elves.